Welcome to the Community Collective podcast. I'm Johnny B. Good, the flip-flop agent, and I've partnered with the Davison Area Chamber of Commerce to bring you the stories that shape our local communities. In our third season, our focus is about connecting, learning, and celebrating the voices that make our communities unique. Join us during this third season as we engage in thoughtful conversations and insightful moments. This podcast is commercial-free and supported by both myself, my co-host, and our guests. We would be so appreciative if you could like, share, and subscribe as we continue having conversations that matter, and cannot thank you enough for taking the time to listen.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Community Collective Podcast. I am Travis Howell, the Executive Director of the Davison Area Chamber of Commerce. My co-host and idea guy, Johnny B. Good, the flip-flop agent, is out working today and unable to join me, but that doesn't hold me back from having a great guest on today. And I'm really excited about this. This is someone that I've gotten to know the past couple years, Melissa Burt with Celebration Nation. And many of you have probably met her or seen her or stopped into her store. So, Melissa, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to really kind of diving in and getting to know more about your passions for your business. But I know it has been so nice to get to talk to you more over the past couple years as my wife and I have gone into your business and gotten balloons, our party supplies, and just kind of talk and get to know you more. So, Melissa, the first thing I really like to ask people, and I think a lot of people that listen to our podcast are always excited to know, can you share with us the story and personal experiences that inspired you to start Celebration Nation? And how has your background influenced your business approach?
Okay. I've always wanted to own either a flower shop or a party decor store. I actually wrote that in my high school diary. And since there is already a well established in Burton flower shop, I figured, maybe I should do party decor. The only thing I really know about flowers is some of them are pretty and some smell good. So I knew that wasn't going to get me very far.
Yeah.
As far as party decor, I love I love to decorate for parties. I love balloons. I love everything that's out there. Party for celebration. I feel like there's always something to celebrate. And so I decided I'm 50 years old at the time. If I don't do this now, I'm not going to do it. And I just didn't want to have that regret. I have enough regrets in my life. I didn't want to have another one. So people have always said, "Oh, you're so creative. You can color match so well and you can do this and that and all that. You should go into parties and be a wedding planner." And so it's kind of funny because my store when I was in Burton started out as, just selling my decor and balloons and all that. And it got to where people were like, they'd come in for balloons and then they'd say, "You know what? Can you do centerpieces for me? Can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? Can you just come and set up my party for me?" So it's really kind of taken different avenues. And I absolutely love it because there's always something fun to do.
Well, and I know when I've talked to you, with you're just very creative and you're detail oriented. And I know I love following you on social media too, especially because you'll show, at an event where you created like was it one of those balloon archways. And I can imagine the time that it takes and the details you have to focus on. I mean, I know it's one of the many things that you do, but kind of, what do you go into? How do you figure out like, okay, this is the color coordination. This is, how big an archway has to be. And like, yeah, it's so people can come to you and ask you these questions and get these things from you too.
Yes, for sure. I always say they'll say, "Oh, I'm so sorry for all the questions." I'm like, "No, that's great. That is what I'm here for." And I love the fact that when somebody will ask me a question, I know the answer to it. And they'll say, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, I learned something new today." So I love the fact that I'm able to educate people as well on, different balloons and the materials used and, that type of stuff. And so I'm very thankful for that. And of course, people are like, "Oh, you're awesome. How long have you been doing this?" But shoot, I've had my mom's friends when I was growing up, my mom's friends would call and they'd say, "Let me talk to Melissa." And they would ask me, "Hey, I have this navy blue suit that I have to wear. What color shoes should I wear with it?" And I'm thinking, try this or try that. And they're like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yep." And they would do it and they'd say, "Oh my gosh, I would have never thought that that color combination would go well together." So it just kind of, I love it. That's color is my thing. I love all colors. If you come into my store when it gets open, hopefully here soon, I have every color of latex balloon that you can think of. And if I don't have a color, it doesn't exist. So,
Yeah. And I think that's the great thing is that not only are you passionate about your business with Celebration Nation, but you just want to kind of bring that joy and happiness to people by, like you said, educating them and creating something for them that's going to create memories with their family that they're celebrating with or for a community event. I mean, I know I always love when I come to you and we start talking and you're like, "Hey, I'll donate to the chamber for this." And I know like at a Christmas party that we had for Christmas with the chamber, you brought in a door prize that was this giant Christmas tree balloon and it was colorful and shiny. And I think people were like, "What is this? Like, who brought this?" And it's fun. And I think that's what you get. You see people get a smile. They are excited to, take these experiences and memories and create something brand new in their home or at their business. And I can see that when I talk to you. I think that's what you're about. You're about helping people.
I
And
am. Yes.
yeah, and you share that passion and excitement with them when they're coming into your business.
Yeah. I want people when they come in here to have the party that they've envisioned in their head. And a lot of times people just don't have the budget for it. When you start working up pricing, excuse me. And I like to be able to, okay, let's just say this item on Etsy is $30 and they're just not creative. They don't want to have to make it, but they don't have $30. And I'll say, "You know what? I can make something just like that for probably 15 bucks and you're not going to see a difference. You're not going to know the difference between mine and Etsy's." That's just, I want to be able to offer people opportunities to have the parties that they want and include items that they want where maybe they couldn't afford them. We'll just think of a different way to do it so it's less expensive so that they can have that item.
Right. And I think that's the advantage of going to a local business is that you are able to help them create something new or build on an idea and work with their budget. Where a lot of
Right.
times, if you're not shopping local or you're going online, you don't have a customer doesn't have that capability. Where coming into Celebration Nation, you're sitting there, it's like, "Oh, this could work really well." Or, I think, I think of my daughter and her age group, big Taylor Swift fans. You're like, okay, these colors work well for what Taylor does, or maybe you want a younger kid that has characters they're very interested in from Disney or so that you're able to sit there and work with them on creating this whole new experience and once again be friendly with their a family's budget that's
Right.
coming to visit you, which is I think I love that. I think that's the advantage of going to a local business.
And a lot of people, I would say, and I don't want to say a lot, but a handful at least, have come into my store when I was in Burton and they would say, "Oh my gosh, I thought your prices were going to be a lot more expensive because you look like a boutique."
Oh
And
yeah.
I said, "I'm happy that it looks like a boutique. That's been my goal, but my pricing is not boutique prices." And I think I really want to get that out because I'm probably less expensive than quite a few of the places around that sell party decor.
Yeah.
But you could come in and you'll just be surprised. I actually have a customer of mine that said, if she always says your prices are too low, prices are too low. She came in one day and she said, I said, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And I'm talking to her and stuff. And she said, "Oh, my husband and I are going to be celebrating our anniversary and we're just kind of getting some ideas of what we're going to do." And I said, "Cool." And she said, "But today is customer name the price day." And I said, "What?" Like it just kind of shocked me. And she goes, "Your
Yeah.
prices are too low. I'm making up my prices today." And I was like, "Okay." So I started ringing her stuff. She's like, "Nope. How much was that?" And I said, $2. She goes, "I'm not paying $2. I'd at least pay 3. So put $3 down." I'm like, I am not going to do that. She would not buy anything until I changed the price.
Oh,
It was
well,
crazy.
I think that's perfect. You know what, though? It's where they're having fun coming into your store and talking to you, but you're committed to working with your customers and making sure it is affordable. Now, here's the exciting part is you mentioned, your Burton location, and recently you moved Celebration Nation into downtown Davison, which must have been like a significant step. But what drew you to this location, and how do you think being situated in downtown has impacted your business and opened up to your customers?
Yes, it definitely was a big step, especially since the surgery that I had in August ended up, unfortunately, going wrong. And it ended up a 3-month ordeal to where I was in and out of the hospital and all that. And that was all posted on Facebook. My husband kept everybody up to date because, of course, I couldn't get on my phone and, update and stuff. But anyway, I'm originally from Owasso, a small town where everybody knows everyone. Davison reminds me of my hometown. I love having my store here in downtown. I love the fact that I hear people and see people on a daily basis outside, where when I was in Burton, I was set so far back, it would become dark and my neighbors would be gone. And I just didn't feel safe. And here I can be here till midnight and I have no feelings of something's going to go wrong. It's just my family and I moved to Davison in fall of 2021, and most of my customers are from this area. So when I saw the for lease sign in the window, I called that night. It was 9 o'clock at night, and I signed the lease the next day.
Oh, wow. So now you're talking about this great new location. Can you tell anyone that's listening that says, "Okay, I need to get planning for, a open house or a birthday or an anniversary celebration or anything." What is your all's address and what's the best phone number to reach you at?
And my address is 214 Mill Street. I am in the Parasu's Printing Complex right next door to Village Hair Salon. And my phone number is 810-252-9794. You can either call or text. That is my business phone as well as my personal phone. And or you can reach me through Facebook and message. That's also another way to contact me.
Yeah, and I think that's great for the know. And I think our downtown Davison has so much to offer. And when you made that move down there, you just added to the growth of downtown and the accessibility for people to come down there and find so many businesses that they can visit, whether they're wanting to eat or get some items to celebrate a birthday party. Downtown offers that. So I think your location, I'm excited to have you in Davison. I think it's going to be a very nice location for you. And we're excited to celebrate your grand opening when you get it all ready. Um,
Hopefully soon.
yeah, and it is. I think being situated in downtown is a great fit for you. And I know your customers are a lot of them are in Davison, but I know your
Yeah.
ones that are in Burton or Grand Blanc or other surrounding communities are still supporting you and coming to visit you and getting items. So I think that's a testament to kind of what you offer and those relationships that you've built, since you've opened. to people that are like, okay, Celebration Nation's the place that I need to go to get my items.
And you know what's really great about it is I have customers that originally came in for wedding supplies, and then they come in for baby shower supplies because they're going to have a baby. And now I'm seeing these moms that had baby shower decor celebrating their child's first birthday.
Oh,
And it's
oh,
so cool to see the progression. I love it.
and you're playing a huge part in those memories, which I think for you probably means a lot as a business owner and just as an individual that you get to see that and be part of that.
Yes, I love it when I see my balloons or somebody post and they say, "Thank you so much, Celebration Nation." Or I had a customer that comes in quite often and she needed some balloons. Her mom wanted to get, she's around my age, and her mom wanted to get her some balloons for her daughter's birthday. That's my age. She ended up buying some balloons and they were going to put them on the mailbox. And I was driving home. This is when I was still in Burton, driving down Davison Road, and I saw my balloons tied to a mailbox. And it was just the coolest feeling knowing that they came to up those balloons. This is so cool. Even though they're
Yeah.
just plain old latex balloons, the fact that they were mine really was cool to see.
Yeah. So now, Melissa, how does Celebration Nation engage with the Davison community? And can you tell us about any local events or partnerships that have been particularly meaningful to you?
Let's see. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Um,
I know one great one that I'm thankful for is you're a member of the Davison Chamber, and that means a lot to us to have you part of that group. And you've been very active since you've joined, coming to our meetings, being willing to donate to any of our events. And that way we can help promote you. But it's also fun because we get to see that. And I know you're engaging with the chamber and the community through that way. And I'm thankful for that.
oh yes, I was gonna say I love being a member of the chamber. Everybody's so nice. I look forward to the meetings. They're very I feel like they're beneficial for sure. And I would have been there last month, but we were on a cruise. So sorry about that.
Oh, you know what? I
I
don't blame
wanted
you.
to be at Quarter Mania so bad. I'm telling you what, that day I'm sitting there thinking, I really wish I could go to Quarter Mania.
Oh, but you
It
know
was
what? I don't
awesome.
blame you for getting away and enjoying a little relaxful vacation with some sunshine.
Yeah, yeah, I'd like to be involved any way that I can. If a donation is needed, you can count on Celebration Nation for something. I feel the more exposure that my store gets, the better off it'd be more financially better. I do have a partnership with Flint Institute of Art, which I was asked to do their biggest fundraiser of the year in February, which I was extremely happy about. And then also, I have a partnership with Mott Community College, and I'm so grateful for that as well because this year, my middle daughter, is going to be graduating from Transition School of Cosmetology through Mott, and I will be decorating for their commencement again this year, and she's going to be walking. So it's
Oh,
extra special.
oh, that is. Well, first of all, what great partnerships with those two big institutions and organizations that are well known throughout our county and region. But how much more meaningful is it that you're creating something for your own memories as well with your daughter graduating? And
Yes, it's
she'll be able
exciting.
to enjoy it too, right? Now, will you get her to help you with a balloon archway or decorations, even though she is graduating?
None of my daughters are even interested in anything, party
Oh,
decor or balloons, unfortunately.
oh no, that's okay. And you know what? I think they probably appreciate the details you pay and the excitement you create when they're at those events and they are graduating and can see it. And I'm sure they are very proud to say that you're the one that created them. That's my mom that did that. And that,
Yes. See that,
yeah.
and my daughter actually this the other day we were talking and she got all teary-eyed and stuff talking about, "Mom, you always put so much extra effort in. You always make everybody's balloon bouquets really pretty, and and she was all teary-eyed, and I'm like, "Mel, it's okay." And she goes, I everybody should support you because she said, you're so good at what you do." And I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah, and I think that's
But
a great thing right there, that family support and exciting for you. So now I know I mean, my dad was a small business owner and, talking with business owners in the area, I mean, every business has a journey that comes with a unique set of challenges and triumphs. Are you able to share any particular, like, memorable challenge that you faced and how you overcame it with Celebration Nation?
I would say one of my biggest challenges was back in August when I ended up sick. My husband stepped up like he always does, and he not only was working with his own business, he was also trying to fulfill balloon orders that I had previously taken prior to going into the hospital. He was mom and dad. I mean, it was a very, very stressful time for not only me, but for my entire family. We were all flipped upside down. And then during that time, decided to move from a 2,200 square foot store in Burton to an 800 square foot store here in Davison. And my husband and a few of his friends did all of the packing and unpacking at the Burton store. I did not do anything. And I'm so grateful for all of them and thankful that they were there to help to get us out of there at a decent time and to be able to be over here.
Yeah,
So
well,
that
and
was a big challenge.
yeah, and I think that's what is so unique and special about a local business is that it's not just one person invested in what's going on with it, but it's a family, investment. It's a family commitment because you guys all have the passion to want you to succeed in the business too. But then the fact too that there's family and friends that are like, okay, Melissa's struggling right now. We're gonna be there for her. We're gonna make sure that everything's taken care of. And with her husband doing it too. I mean, I know I've had a chance to talk to him and I've really enjoyed that. But I feel like that shows you how much people really care about your business and about you personally is that you might have been facing that challenge, but they came through for you and made sure that, your dreams are coming true and that becoming possible, which is, I think that's a blessing within itself for you, Melissa.
Oh, definitely. I'm just people in general are just so nice here, just in Davison. I don't, and it's really strange to say that because being only 10 minutes or so from Burton, I never really, I had a lot of support there, but I feel like it's people telling people, "Oh, I'm so happy you're in Davison now. Oh my gosh, I live just around the corner." Blah 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 blah. That's where the majority of my income was coming from, was
Right.
Davison, Columbiaville, Lapeer. So I said, why would I not move? Although it's a much smaller store,
Yeah.
and I currently have over 200 boxes of party decor in 3 different storage units.
Oh my goodness. And
Yes.
I'm sure that's part of it too that you're getting excited about, when you get it all organized and everything updated in the new location that you'll be able to breathe and you'll be like, okay, all of my customers and friends and family that are in all these surrounding communities, then like, okay, Celebration Nation is ready, open for business and good to go. But even with not being, officially grand opening and stuff like
I
that,
know,
you're still busy. You're
I
still
know it's
selling
crazy.
items and people are trying to track you down like, okay, how can I get all my supplies? And
Absolutely
lose
crazy. I would have never thought. I think, mm, all of June is already booked for open houses.
oh my goodness, wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's amazing. I cannot believe it. I'm just like, wow, and I'm so so grateful. But it's a
yeah.
lot of repeat customers, or they'll call and they'll say, so and so referred me to you. They don't
Yeah.
ask prices, they don't ask anything. Just do your magic, do what you do, and we'll be good. And I'm like, okay. Like, I love it when a customer will say to me, just do what you want to do. I trust you.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
That's
And
amazing because then I can use my creativity that I have in my brain, because I have so much creativity that I want to be able to express it. So when people say, I just want a nice big balloon bouquet, a couple foils, some latex, whatever you want to do. And I'll ask them what color do they like. And so that's what I usually go off of is if they say
Okay.
purple, then I'm like, okay. And it will be purple related or whatever. Or they say, what would you put with this color? I'd put, navy blue and rose gold look beautiful together. And
Yeah.
my husband, I showed him last year what it looks like. He goes, that is really pretty together. I'm like, I know. He ended up one time, I was not at my store and he was there fulfilling orders. And a lady had called, wanted some latex balloons for a 21st birthday. And she goes, what would you put with, or she goes, I just don't know what color to put with rose gold because she wanted a big 21 balloon in rose gold. And so my husband said, I got to pull out your color choice. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, I said, rose gold looks really good with navy. And she goes, oh, okay. She goes, really? And he goes, yeah, it looks really good. And so he sold her on that. And I texted her and I said, how did you like the color combination? She goes, it is beautiful. I'm like, I know, it's crazy. Like you wouldn't think a really dark blue with a metallic-y rose gold would look good, but it does.
Yeah.
But I thought it
And
was really sweet. Like he listens to me.
he
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 knows.
does, and I think that's what I think I love when I interact with him too. I think he enjoys it. He might feel that challenge, but I think he's enjoying listening to you, and he makes those customer recommendations too. And at least he doesn't take all the credit for it. So Melissa, I know you have this passion for your store, for creating those memories with people. So we'll kind of finish up with one really, I think, great question is what can customers and the local community look forward to from Celebration Nation in the coming months or even year?
I hope to be in this area for a long time, whether I sell the business off or just close the doors. I'd like to be here for a long time. I just live in downtown Davison, so I plan on walking to work in the summertime. Like I'm literally 3 minutes from here,
Oh,
which I think's really cool because I can go
yes.
home, let the dogs out, and which is cool. But anyway, getting off to a different subject, what they could look forward to, I'm trying to bring in USA made product, great customer service, of course, unique balloons and decor that you won't see anywhere else. There will be no expansion that I know of because I'm trying to downsize now because I'd like to focus on balloons and balloon decor since that's where most of my income comes from.
Right.
Unfortunately, Chinese made party decor is so cheap on Amazon that it pretty much has killed the party decor store business with it being so cheap because anybody can order it, don't even have to go anywhere, and it arrives at your door. If you don't like it, you can send it back for free. Like that's just I can't compete. My pricing, just even for Walmart, like some of their licensed products, my pricing to buy it is more expensive than what they're selling it for.
Right.
And because I'm not a big corporation, I'm not buying by the cases of product. So I understand why they can offer it so much less, but how am I supposed to compete with that?
Yeah. So I
You
think
know,
that's the great thing, Melissa, is you have your focus, you love what you do, and you're very invested in our community. Not only you're living here, but you open up a business here that's growing in the excitement and creating those memories. So just to remind everybody again, I know if anyone is interested, I know Celebration Nation is on Facebook. That's a great way to see a lot of the projects you're working on and the things you offer. But when they're downtown Davison, tell us again, what is your address and your phone number for our listeners?
we are located at 214 Mill Street in downtown Davison. We're in the Parasu's Printing Plaza, which we're located right next door to Village Hair Salon. They're in the middle. I am the business closest to Main Street, and my phone number is 810-252-9794. I can be reached by text or phone. We are not open yet to the public for public shopping. Everybody has been keeping me busy with events and fun decor and all that, lots of planning and stuff. So I appreciate that, but I will hopefully be open soon. So my hours do tend to vary. I know that there have been people that have stopped here and I haven't been here, and I'm sorry for that. But they can call, anybody can call me at any time, and most likely I'll be around. And if they need balloons, or even if they just wanted to shoot an idea by me or whatever, I can probably come to the store within a few minutes. So
Good. Melissa Burt from Celebration Nation, thank you so much for coming on the Community Collective podcast. And we look forward to seeing you around town and continuing to come to you to get our party supplies and balloon needs.
that's awesome. I appreciate it.